How's it going, everyone? Arto here, and today I'm bringing you a Graves gameplay. This is gonna be one of a game because the early game did not go as planned, and as you're gonna be able to see, the game was a little bit rough. Like, I had to go and basically just get my chest out and start carrying these people because for some reason they were just not it, right? I feel like it's a really good gameplay because it can definitely show you how you can carry your teammates. This is obviously going to be played around gold elo for people who wants to know about the elo. But yeah, just showcasing how you can just carry your teammates if they're not doing too hot if you focus on the right things. So right here, as Graves, I have big setup on the bot lane. I have, decent setup on the mid lane. So I'm just going to focus on those areas right now. That's why I'm going to start pathing towards bot side. Obviously, Graves is a really good farming champion. You can clear your jungle very nicely, very fast, especially after you start getting items. So it's always good to start farming your camps and, getting as much as you can. A little tip that I like to do, is getting Q level 2 third, so that you can start clearing bear, especially if you want to go for that full clear. Right here, for some reason, Needly shows up, but then again, I try to secure with my smite. People would say that Scuttle Crab is going to be a goner, but then again, I'm not too worried about that. Lucian goes ahead and gets the first blood. Needly is able to retaliate on that, and that's all she wrote, so I don't really want to participate on that anymore. I wanted to finish up my camps, get level 4, and see whatever it is that I can do. I see that the Needly was able to get the Scuttle Crab right there. She's still level 3, I'm level 4. I see this Zoe going really aggressive, and I'm like fine here. Right here is not the optimal position with Graves. Obviously, I really want to push it. So it's better to push the waves. You see that Needly goes bot side, and the only concern that I have is that Gnar is basically free on its lane, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take it. Right here, my thought process is to try to get the camps, but then again, if I can get the kill, thank you very much. I don't really complain. After that, I would normally push, but then the wave was kind of even though team was kind of losing. So I'm just gonna let him get that CS. After that, Grump. Guys, remember, efficiency, really, really important. You have to keep going. If you don't keep going, you start stalling out your farm. It's going to be really, really bad for you. So as you can see right here, Needly is going to be able to do that dragon. Usually first, second dragons I'm not too worried about. Usually because even though right now it's better, like before the patch, with the nerfs of the XP and gold, this used to be a really good tactic because when people were doing dragon, I was able to get 2-3 camps ahead, and then after that just started creating a snowball of that. But then right now, since they diminished the XP, I kind of have to make some form of research into that, because giving away first dragon to me is still very worth it still, but that is something that I would still do. So at this point, as you can already see, because of my efficiency and she already did dragon and hasn't been farming her camps, I am 51 versus when she is 29, and we have the same KP, both 66%, 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3. So as you can see, gameplay already being way more efficient. So right here, I went for the blue smite, mainly due to the fact that I feel like all they can do against me if I get strong is kiting me, so I don't really want them to kite me. And then I think I'm gonna be using Nimbus Cloak. So since I'm using Nimbus Cloak for my secondary runes, I can use the effect when I smite. So I'm gonna be completely fine over here. Here, I just getting top lane. I'm kind of assuming that Needly is on my bot. I cannot really see it. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to steal her camps. There's no camps, so I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can get this Zoe killed. There's no kill. Then again, I'm going to try to help this Orion push safely. And then after that, see if I can get the Scuttle Crab. Now I finally found Needly. I see that she kind of has a red buff. So I'm assuming that she took some part of my bot side. That's why I'm going for her side of the map right now. Notice how I'm already 1 level ahead, but then again, she's in the lead. She's very slippery. People would debate that I should be a little bit more aggressive in terms of the early game, Then again, it's completely fine now. Thresh shows up, and this is a position that it was kind of rough for me, because I'm not gonna lie, the awareness that I had at that specific moment, it was not too good. I should have been able to see that the Thresh was coming. I should have seen the Gnar that was missing, because awareness when you're fighting, guys, is really, really important. And then so that you can avoid these type of situations. Like, if had I known that, I would not have kept going. Maybe I just back off, and then I just save myself from that death. And I don't give this space to Lily to try to come back into the map, because as you can already see, because I died there, I stopped farming, and then now Nidalee, when she was like 20 CS down, now she's only 10. So even though I am doing good, she is also doing good. So you gotta keep an eye out for that, because at the end of the day, if it gets to a showdown, obviously, you know, I'm pretty happy that I'm gonna be able to win it. But then again, so right here, I find 2 kills. I did not go for Tristana because I already used my Gale Force. I have no Smite, I have no Ultimate, I have no Flash. So there's no reason for me to actually start chasing for that. So I just, you know, went ahead and took the CS. Right here, obviously, you can give away the first one. At some points, you can give away the second one. But personally, I did not want to give away the second one at this point. Obviously, I'm going to win the Smite War because I'm basically the best in the world. But then again, you know, they're just coming in and, you know, trying to poke down, but then there's no reason for us to really fight here, so I'm just gonna back off. We already took the objective, and this is something that a lot of players tend to struggle with. Like, they go for the dragon, and then after the dragon is gone, they just want to fight when nothing is set up. Waves are not pushed, nothing is going on, and it's like, why are you actually doing something over there? Just go back off. If you have to reset. If you want to go into a lane, go into a lane. But then again, like, you don't really have to. So right here, I was able to get that kill, and then since it's almost 14 minutes, I kind of want to make sure that I get a couple platings here. You know, I'm just checking out on Nidalee, see what she really wants to be doing. She goes ahead and defend it. Platings are down, so, you know, at this point I have a lot of gold, so I'm just gonna go ahead and back off. Reach those spikes as fast as I can. I'm gonna go ahead and try to build the collector over here. Boots, Serrated Dirk, and a longsword, and then after that, off to the map I go. You have to stay on the map, guys, like as much as you can. Something that you can already see is that kill participation has diminished for Nidalee, and then, you know, more for me, as you can see, which means that I'm basically doing more on the map, because she is 3 out of 8, 3 out of 9 right now, and then I am 6 out of 7. So all that my team is doing is basically with me, and without me they're not doing anything. But then the enemy team is basically doing everything without their jungler. And people misinterpret this sometimes. They're just like, oh my god, you know, jungle diff and everything. And it's like, no, bro, it's not actually jungle diff. As you can see, their enemy jungler is just farming, he's not doing anything, and you guys are losing on your own. So at the end of the day, you have to be taking into account that when you wanna make your teammate mad, and, you know, make the enemy jungler have a really sad life. Right there, I'm not gonna lie, I just went ahead and you know, last hit at that Triz. I really wanted that kill, I wanted the resources. But because as you can see, that this specific state of the game, 1-2, 1-3, 1-3, 0-2, it's kind of tough. So I'm just trying to get like all the resources in a way that I can actually carry the game. Because at this specific moment in this game, I am not trusting my teammates to carry me. So I need to make sure that I am able to carry it on my own, because if I don't carry my own, no one's gonna do it for me. Sometimes, you know, sometimes they will do it, sometimes they won't, but then again, you cannot take into account that they're gonna carry you every single game. So, you know, you have to take things into your own matter and then just go. So right here, obviously I want to farm my camps. Notice how I'm not full clearing anymore. Obviously I cannot be full clearing, just waiting for my blue buff over here, even though I have already have a blue buff. I wanted to go for that one, secure it, and then right here Orianna lands a good shockwave, and then after that we're going to be able to clean up crew, and then from there on, obviously remember that every single play needs to have a purpose, guys. So after that you need to make sure that you get something. Obviously we just got 3 kills. We don't really need an ace, so I'm just going to go ahead and here and push mid lane. If they don't want to do anything, they just want to chase for kill, which is one of the biggest things that lower elo people do. They just chase for kills for some reason and not go for the objectives to actually end the game. You know, you got to make sure that you are the one who does it. And lower elos, when I'm jungling, sometimes I just find myself pushing waves. Notice right here, I could have pushed bot lane, but then again, I have a lot of gold. I finished up my collector, I finished up my phantom dancer. I'm just huge. at this point. I can just literally just 1v9 this game at this position, even though my whole team is Inting 1-4-2-3, 1-3-0-3. And then if you see the CS wise, my top laner is not existent. My mid laner is even worse. You could argue that the Delusion is, you know, basically the one who is doing something, but then again, right here, you know, I'm just trying to protect whatever is happening here, just trying to create a situation that is favorable to me. I was able to kill that guy. Right here, I'm just going to try to heal up with the Omni Vampirism and then, you know, just run away. We just got a kill. There's nothing else to do. Obviously, since we just killed people, remember that you have to push for something. We just killed 3. So I'm just going to go ahead and push this. And because my whole team is going to push mid lane, I'm going to push bot lane, and they got to make a decision. And whoever comes here, I'm just going to kill because I'm so far ahead. So it doesn't really matter what I do here. And because my whole teammate just backed off, I'm just going to go ahead and take that and back off. You know, they were able to get a tier 2. We were able to get a tier 3 off that play. And that is, you know, really, really good. So at 22 minutes, we already have an open inhib. Guys, please, this is very, very important. Always understand that you guys have to make sure that you're getting something when you make a play of that type. Right here, I'm gonna go ahead and kill the Nara again, and guess what? I'm gonna push so that I can go for that inhib. Dragon is also spawning, so I'm thinking that they're all gonna come here, but I just want to go crazy. Nidalee, no smite fight. I don't really want it. She's gonna flash away. I'm not gonna care too much at this point because the jungler is already dead, so I don't really need anything else. No one's gonna outsmite me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take it. And then after that, maybe go top lane, go Baron, or go mid lane, you know, depending on what I'm really feeling. I'm gonna, you know, obviously use my sweeper. Vision denying is very, very important. But then again, notice how every single second that I'm basically on the map, I need to make sure that I farm. Obviously, we kind of lost timing on the objective. I could have been able to just force a fight on the Baron, just get the Baron straight up. But then again, I had a lot of gold. They were all spawning. They were going to be there. So I already got my Lark Dominics because they're kind of building armor at this point. You know, she built Nidalee, which is one of the most slippery champions, got the armor thingy. And then Thresh is somewhat building armor. But then again, I'm building Mortal Reminder so that I can just start one-shotting people. No, it's not Mortal Reminder, it's Lark Dominics. And then after that, I'm just gonna, you know, straight up just force these objectives. That's basically what you have to do when you have a lead. All you have to do is just straight up just force objectives because there's no other way that you can actually snowball a game. So Nar did a counter push, which is actually very smart from him because he cannot fight the fights either way. But then again, he's gonna pay the price after that. My team is still gonna be able to get the top lane inhib. And then after that, notice how I'm just basically using my teammates as minions. All they do is just push. That's all I need them to do because I can do everything else. And people would say, oh my god, like you have to do so many things in order to carry the game. Like, yeah, you have to be taking care of everything. Yeah, they're inting, I don't really care. But then again, you cannot lose track of what you're really here to do. Like, you need to make sure that you go for dragon. These two people, I'm not gonna go crazy because, you know, you guys cannot fight me. And I'm way too far ahead because of my efficiency. Right here, boom, I flash in, I don't really care. I'm tired of this Nidalee running away from me. And I'm just gonna go ahead and take the inhib. And then basically that's all she wrote. So I'm just gonna force the other inhib. All we have to do is just, you know, wait here for all the minions to come in because all the inhibs are gone. Obviously I go in crazy because at the end of the day I know that the game is over. Again, all they have to do is push. And that's basically GG. So yeah, like and subscribe if you liked it. You know, leave a comment to know what champion you want me to play. And yeah, you know, hopefully see you in the next video.